Okay, the coding problem I did today was maximum subarray sum. So, given an array of n integers, my task is to find the maximum sum of values in a continuous non-empty array, subarray. So the first input line has an integer n, the size of the array, and the second line has n integers x1 to xn, the array values. So I want to print one integer, which is the max subarray sum. And I have the following constraints over here. Yeah, basically this idea is that if it's like I'm gonna go from left to right, I'm just gonna keep track as I go along. What is the current maximum value and what's my current count? If my current maximum is just basically what is the maximum subarray sum up to this point, and my um current counter is basically if I have something positive from before left over, then I would want to add my values onto that thing to make my maximum. And if I can't, if it's negative, then it's not worth keeping. So then I would just start the new counter as 0 and work my way from there from my current index. So that's how it's going to work out. So how I implemented this algorithm was I first imported the libraries I needed to use, IOStream, algorithm, vector, pretty standard. And because the numbers are quite large here, because it's a sum, and we know that can be up to 10 to the ninth, then I need to use long long to avoid integer overflow. So then I would take, because I work with a lot of numbers, I do sync with studio, cin.tie, that's pretty standard. I input my values in my current value. Next, what I do is I define my current sum and max sum to be the current value that I first input. Then I start my for loop from 1 to n. And what I do is I input my current value and my current sum, and then I update my statistic. If my current sum is larger than before, like if I add a positive value and it's greater than 0, then obviously my maximum would just be the maximum of that. If not, then it doesn't do anything and I just keep my previous value. And my max sum is just basically taking the sum of my current maximum and my current sum and seeing if it's bigger than that. If it's bigger, then I just keep that, update the new value. And if it's not, then I just don't do anything. I keep the previous value. And I just iterate that throughout the numbers from one side to the other. So my algorithm is O n, theta or theta n, let's say. And then in the end, I found when I go through the whole entire array, I know that my max sum is definitely the maximum sum of the subarray. So then I just print that out and just return 0. And that'll be the end of my program. Cool, that's the end of today.